I want to bring in Vikram Singh, security expert and former DGP, who's also joining us. Vikram Singh, you know, the police can, of course, and should act in self-defense. The police doesn't need to be questioned. But, you know, in Uttar Pradesh, this is not the first time that we have seen an encounter take place. This time around, the two accused have been shot in the leg. Not the first time that charges of encounter Raj have echoed through the, you know, the hinterlands where UP comes into question. It does somewhere down the line, Vikram Singh, raise a question on Uttar Pradesh police.
Preeti ji, good evening. It is difficult to find a single case of encounter where questions have not been raised. To your question, and I would say that yes, for one who has been on the wrong side of the gun multiple times and dozens of times, I can say we have been trained only to aim initially at the non-vital parts and therefore the large number of injuries on the legs. It is the Mossad that shoots 5 in the chest and 1 in the head. That is the hallmark. We are not the Mossad. We are the UP police. We are trained for humane treatment of everyone, including those who are trained to kill us. Now, coming to the fact that, yes, the UP police, I would compliment them. Initially, they were faulted and they were caught on the wrong foot and the charge of negligence and dereliction of duty. Now that they have got the accused, I see no reason why this pathetic support for the killers. That makes no sense whatsoever. And everybody is supporting the killers. Not a word of condemnation of what the killers did. I would be very happy if there would have been equitable treatment to the aggressor and the aggrieved. Here, everybody is on the side of the aggressor because it means vote bank advantages. And that is where the problem arises. People from Hyderabad are coming over and speaking in favor of the accused and favor of those who used gunshot injuries. And to your question, there is a half-truth also. There's something known as the SG cartridge in 12-bore gauge, which has multiple rounds. You fire one cartridge and there will be multiple pellet injuries on the person. Therefore, it is half-truth. First, let us get the facts together. But the ground reality is that he was shot at and he died because of gunshot injuries. Whether there was torture or not, well, it is debatable as of now. Ghanshyamji has a very valid point if he's quoting the official UP police spokesperson, and we cannot contradict that. But he was killed, there is no doubt about that. And those who are standing like the Rock of Gibraltar in favor of the assassins, I have a strongest objection to it because these are the same special interest groups who stood by the Batla House encounter case also and went to Sanjarpur, Azamgarh and shed crocodile tears in their support. And when it came to people of the UP police, these are the people who lost a fake murder case against me, Brijlal, current Raj Sabha member, and 40 brave officers of the STF. Why? Because we dared to look towards the Indian Mujahideen terrorists. That was our crime. But I salute the judiciary because they acquitted us and the CBI said there is no merit in the case. Please, before you raise a finger at the others, let him cast the first stone who has not sinned before.
All right. Ghanshyam Tiwari wants to answer. I'll come to you, Charu Pragya. Let's just go one by one. I would just want to bring in Ghanshyam Tiwari. I'll come right back.
Just two very quick points, with all due respect.
Okay, one second, Ghanshyam Tiwari. Let her come in. She wants to get in a point. Go ahead, Charu Pragya.
Very point. You want to quote the police and you want to stick to official statements. Let me give you an official statement from the Chief Medical Officer of Behraj. He has clearly said that due to continuous beating, Gopal Mishra has lost a lot of blood, due to which also he could have died. His left eye was injured. He was hit with a sharp object. So please do not tell me that torture did not happen. Torture happened.
One second. We are just quoting what the UP police has said. Nobody's taking away the fact and should not take away the fact that this man was killed and he was shot at. That 100% you're right, and that's the point that one needs to raise. Till the time there is a confirmation which comes in on torture, it only spreads discontent. We're going to try and steer clear from that until and unless we have an official version. But I completely second you. It doesn't take away from the fact that this man was killed. For what? Removing one religious flag, and those visuals are there on our television screen. Ghanshyam Tiwari, you want to come in? There have been questions that have been raised by Vikram Singh. Please answer.
Well, one very basic question that even a layman like me can ask, that to a decorated former police officer, that when police is taking two people to recover the arms, you will ask the most simple question, that are the arms loaded or not? If as a police you cannot even ask that question to those criminals, then it means that you are either creating the script or you are absolute fool. So I don't see any medals to be offered to police who could not even ask this basic question that, hey, I'm taking you to recover arms that you kept. Are they loaded or not? And then those criminals pick up those arms and they fire, and then suddenly this police that did not have the basic intelligence suddenly turns sharpshooter and fires on the leg. First. Second, we are supposed to believe the version of UP police which has the most torturous record in custodial deaths and torture in any year in the last 8 years. Just this year, the custodial death of a Divyang person, custodial death of of a minor, you name it, and Uttar Pradesh police has done it. And final point is, we are supposed to believe the administration of a state where the chief minister does not believe in deputy chief minister and vice versa. The version that media has reported, and I'll just quickly read, that on the day the massive fires to shops and houses were made, the people were not there in those houses and shops because they knew that the mob is coming after them. If people whose houses and shops are going to be burned down, they knew that mob is coming after them, where was the administration? This is absolutely
as much as you
brazen that an administration can admonish their responsibility and run away.
As much as you can, and you should, as the opposition, blame the administration and the policing and why the riots happened. There is a fact of truth in what Charu Pragya has also raised.